All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Go ahead and type your name in the chat box of where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I share information for educational, entertainment, and training purposes only, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. I see we've got Crazy Carla on the line, Gina Muhammad, Hillbilly James, Joyce Easley, Keith Birch, Leonard Long, Lizzie Wright, Provis Lofty, Shauna Ross, Stan T, Sue Williams, Tammy Laney, Wild Bill. Sue, how you doing? How's your recovery going? We've been praying for you to make sure you're doing all right. You're going to have a speedy recovery. So, all right, everybody, we're going to be short today with a very busy day today. So let's jump on into it. Only major news still that's on the top of my forefront is Russia and North Korea signing a defense pact. I don't know how realistic that is. In my own opinion, I think it's making Russia look very, very weak. That they need to rely on North Korea for the defense. On the flip side, though, no matter how weak Russia may look or seem, they are still a nuclear power, and North Korea wants to become a nuclear power. So that will always remain a threat. I know the Russian flotilla, their fleet that went to Cuba has left Cuba, but a nuclear submarine is still lingering in the area. All right, so let's see what's going on in the crypto market. We saw yesterday a dramatic drop. So we'll see this morning if it is still going along that trend. So let's see, what do we have here? Let me refresh. Okay. Okay, yeah, wow. The crypto market cap is still down. Yeah, crypto market cap is still down slightly. Almost kind of like it's flatline. 2.48 trillion, down 0.2%. Bitcoin dominance is at 51.4, was at 51.6 the other day. Ethereum is at 17.3. Bitcoin's at 64,000, so Bitcoin's flat in the last 24 hours, but slightly down in the past hour. Still down 3.6% on the past week. Ethereum is slightly up. BNB slightly up 0.5%. Solana's down 1.2. Ripple is slightly up, almost 1%. Dogecoin is up 1.4. Toncoin 4.3. Any outlier here? Whoa, look at that. Fetch is up 19.2%. Good, good. Glad to hear, Sue. 19.2%. Fetch. Let's see here. Any other one? Sui, Floki, Theta. No. See, best performers in the past 24 hours. Fetch, yep. Singularity, Jupiter. Good day to you, Janelle. Core 7.5, Floki, Ordi, Sui, Near Protocol, C, Theta, Thorchain, the graph. Okay, so this is a good bounce back from yesterday with these tokens. They were all in the red yesterday. Tokens in the red today, worst performers, Layer Zero, that's a brand new token. Flare, Beam, Lido, Notcoin. Notcoin's been sliding all week, down 14.6. While Lido's been, look at this. In all these red, Lido has up over the past week, 14.8%. Jasmy Coin, Tokenized Exchange, Airweave, Uniswap, Ethena. All right, so that is it for the red. So some quick news sources. Bank of America. Bank of America says younger wealthy investors prefer crypto over traditional investments. You don't say. Bank of America report shows younger affluent individuals favor crypto and alternative investments, off deferring from older generations' traditional focus. In fact, the most conservative group is holding the highest average exposure to crypto. Younger groups hold more crypto and more alternative. Bank of America released a report titled 2024 Bank of America Private Bank Study of Wealthy Americans on Tuesday, highlighting notable trends and examining how generational dynamics and the upcoming wealth transfer are shaping financial strategies. Do you guys understand and know what the upcoming wealth transfer is? Have you heard of that term? You know what's about to take place? Well, the generation that holds the most amount of money, the most amount of wealth, is the baby boomers. And as the baby boomers are aging, there's a couple of things that's also taking place. The baby boomers were also taking care of their parents, the World War II generation. That generation, sadly to say, majority of them has passed on. So that burden, I don't like to use that word, that financial burden, it was no longer on the baby boomers' shoulders. However, the baby boomers are still, a lot of them are taking care of their own descendants, their grandparents, our great-grandparents. They're taking care of their children, grandchildren, and in some cases even supporting their great-grand. The Generation X is much smaller as a size than the baby boomers. Now, Generation X is also shouldering a burden also. I talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago, taking care of 4 generations, their parents, themselves, their children, and now Generation X are becoming grandparents. Oh my gosh, that's hard to say. But they're becoming grandparents. This year I celebrate 30 years. 30 years graduated from high school. I was at my local pizza spot. It's called Warehouse Pizza in Laverne. I've been going to that spot since elementary school when I was a kid in this city. They know me up in there, just like Wingstop does. And one of the guys back behind, his name is Casey. He reminded me of that fact. He was like, "Hey, Brandon, how are you doing? Oh, my brother was talking about that. You guys got a 30-year reunion coming up." Well, what? And his older brother was still younger than me. I graduated in 94. His brother graduated in 96 and knew about it. I was like, 30 years. Wow. But what ends up happening is the baby boomers, with all that wealth and money, is now going to be inherited by Generation X and millennials. Now, first of all, you got to see, where is the money that baby boomers have their wealth in, traditional, and when that transfer happens, where will Gen X and the millennials put that money? That's why it's important to pay attention to this. This is going to be an entire shift, a dynamic shift. The report highlights that younger affluent individuals are considerably more inclined to invest in crypto than their older counterparts. Older investors hold a lot more traditional equities, while younger groups hold more crypto and more alternative investments. According to the report, 3/4 of younger people agree that it's no longer possible to achieve above average returns with stocks and bonds. Really? It's no longer possible? When was the last time it actually was? for the majority of the younger generation. The older generation, yes. The stock market just crossed a couple of weeks ago, 40,000 points. Stock market has never performed this well. Yet that is only a small percentage of people are benefiting from that. Just like if you look at the economy is light speeds ahead of any other nation on the planet after COVID. But the average everyday American, they don't see it that way. Only thing they see is I go to the gas station and the price of gas is high. I go to the grocery store and milk has doubled in price, and eggs and bread and everything. $20 is getting me 3 items, literally. So the people don't feel it. It's not trickling down. So although interest in crypto has decreased slightly, it continues since 2022. It continues to be a significant part of younger investors' portfolio. Oh, that is right. You see the news yesterday as well. What now is the most what do they call it? Not the most profitable, the most well, I don't know if it's the biggest number one company in the world. Used to be Microsoft. Nvidia just took its place. What does that tell you? Where's the trend? I said this in the future. The majority of the top 500 companies are going to be taking advantage of blockchain technology. And a lot of these companies maybe don't even exist yet. They're going to be taking advantage of Web3, blockchain, distributed ledger technology, artificial intelligence. So that means you might want to pay attention to investing in that space. Let's see this. 6 options outrank traditional investments. Ages 21 to 43 or ages. Whoa, really? Really? I'm 47, so they got me in the old rank. 41% domestic equities as compared to, and only 4% of is crypto and digital assets. Whereas, wait. Let me see how this chart's going. Okay. From there to, oh, here. Okay, I see how they did it. So the younger generation, only 14% is doing domestic equities, whereas 44 and up is doing domestic equities, 41%. Real estate investments, that's still at the top for both groups. Crypto and digital assets is number 2, ages 21 to 43. And it's next to last for ages 44 and up. Private equity, personal company brand, direct investment into companies, fixed income, emerging market equities, domestic equities, international equities, tangible assets. That's a good reversal. For wealthy people aged 21 to 43, portfolio allocations look about the same, whether a person says they are conservative or aggressive, with all groups averaging a nearly even mix of alts, crypto, stocks, bonds, and cash. The Bank of America report details adding, in fact, the most conservative group is holding the highest average exposure to crypto. Interesting. That's why the Republican side seems to be more pro-crypto. Okay. Next up, I've got Uphold. Uphold to delist USDT and 5 stablecoins by July 1st. This is an interesting thing. Now, I don't use Uphold as much as I used to. Uphold was my go-to platform to move crypto from crypto to my bank account. I used to use that all the time. And I liked Uphold better than, once somebody gets a Coinbase account, and then outside of Exodus, the next platform would be Uphold, in my opinion. But I haven't used them for more than a year. So apart from Uphold, other major crypto exchanges, including Binance, Kraken, and OKX, also tweaked their stablecoin listing policies to apply with MiCA regulations. Cryptocurrency exchange Uphold has sent a notice to its European users informing them that the platform will end support for 6 popular stablecoins from July 1st. Uphold says it is delisting the stablecoins to align with the European Union's markets and crypto assets regulation. The 6 stablecoins are Tether, Frax Protocol, Gemini Dollar, Pax Dollar, and True USD. Interestingly, they do not have, let me look at these top again. Okay, you got Tether. They don't have USDC on that list. What about DAI? They don't have DAI on the list either. Oh, yeah, yes, they do. DAI. Tether, DAI, Frax, Gemini, Pax, True USD. Let's see. Users holding these stablecoins must convert them to a different currency before June 28th, after which the crypto exchange will automatically convert them to USDC. Oh, now let's go back a year and a half to 2 years. And what I was saying when I made the flip, I said, if I'm looking to store my tokens in a stable coin, I used to use Tether. And then I said, I'm going to flip and I'm going to start using USDC. Do you remember me saying that? When I was doing the crypto storm is coming and that I fear Tether as being one of the major downfalls. Look at this. Again, it pays to be in the inner circle. I said that 2 years ago. MiCA was passed into law in May 2023 and went into partial effect in June 2023. The extensive EU crypto laws are expected to come into full force by the end of 2024. Okay. I want to know, what is their new framework? On June 30th, MiCA's stablecoin regulations will be implemented in the European Economic Area. Crypto exchanges like Uphold and others are making key changes to their market listings to comply with these regulations. MiCA places additional and stricter regulatory requirements on fiat-backed stablecoins and e-money tokens that have crossed a predetermined adoption threshold, as determined by a set of 7 quantitative and qualitative indicators. This puts the European Banking Authority in charge of the tokens rather than national authorities of EU member states. Okay. I think they're getting ready. They're getting ready for their own CBDC. That's what this looks like. And when you do that, you got to get rid of the competition. And so they're like, let's clear the field of all these other tokens. We'll allow USDC because they are far more ahead than the America is on the whole CBDC side. Apart from Uphold, other major crypto exchanges, including Binance, also tweaked their stablecoin listing policies. Binance divided its stablecoins into regulated and unauthorized coins in line with the new rules. However, unlike Uphold, Binance has yet to decide which crypto stablecoins qualify as regulated and which ones are unauthorized. OKX also delisted Tether in Europe without mentioning MiCA, while Kraken is considering whether to continue to support USDT in the region. Interesting. Let's go to North Dakota. North Dakota is the latest U.S. state to revoke Binance.US license. North Dakota's Department of Financial Institutions Commissioner pointed to Binance's money transmitter and AML convictions to make its case. Okay. North Dakota has revoked a money transmitter license for Binance United States arm, making it the 7th state to do so. I don't get it. Binance.us has followed all rules with the SEC. They're not even controlled by the main Binance. They have a different CEO. A revocation order notes Binance and founder CZ's November federal conviction for conspiracy to conduct an unlicensed money transmitting business and a failure to maintain an effective AML program. But that's not the case for Binance.us. You try to set up an account right now, you got to go through all the KYC and everything. This is just as strict as Coinbase. Binance's majority beneficial owner and control person, Zhao, was recently convicted on felony charges for violating federal AML laws. The commissioner finds the respondent does not continue to meet the qualifications or satisfy requirements that may apply to an applicant for a new money transmitter license. Huh. That's interesting. All right. Germany. Germany's in the news twice. You got that's right. They do need my crypto education. Is Germany selling its BTC? Arkham tagged wallet sparks curiosity. Arkham tagged wallet, but this one, German law enforcement transfers $425 million in Bitcoin from seized funds. Okay, what is Germany up to? A crypto wallet labeled German government by the crypto on-chain analytics firm Arkham started moving Bitcoin on June 19th, sparking curiosity among the community. The wallet movements have led many to believe the German government is selling its Bitcoin holdings. According to Arkham data, the crypto wallet has held nearly 50,000 Bitcoin since February 2024. Before moving nearly 6,500 Bitcoin on June 19th, the funds are believed to have been seized from the pirated movie website operator Movie2K. Okay, that must be big in Germany. German federal police seized almost 50,000 Bitcoin from the operators of Movie2K, a film piracy website that was active in 2013. A film piracy, that stuff's still going on? Do you guys remember, what was it, Napster? Napster, I think, was the music. There was another one that I used on the movie side. But now, because of all the streaming services, oh, well, what if you don't have streaming services? So sites like these, you can still watch movies for free. Fire Stick stuff. Roku. Well, the BKA received the Bitcoin in mid-January after a voluntary transfer from the suspects. The German government linked wallet made for four transactions on June 19th, with one outflow of 6,500 Bitcoin worth over 425 million to a wallet address, and another 2,500 Bitcoin worth 154 million to its own address. This is kind of similar with the U.S. government when they shut down Silk Road and confiscated all those Bitcoin, and then years later they moved stuff around. The German government labeled wallet currently holds 43,000 Bitcoin. If I was Germany, especially with the current state of geopolitics and the uncertainty of the U.S. presidential future elections, I would not touch these Bitcoin. I would sit on these, put them in a locked vault somewhere, at least for the next 10 years. Don't touch it. You got the 2024 election, 2028 election, 2032. United States can look vastly different by 2032. Vastly different. And we don't know what the dollar is going to be at that point. But if they've got 43,000 Bitcoin, just look at this. Where's my calculator? Okay. So if they've got 43,359 Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes to $1 million a coin. Sheesh. 43 billion off of what they're sitting on right now. But they're selling? One crypto trader claimed that the recent rise in short positions and the dip in the Bitcoin market could be due to the German government's selling spree. This is not. I would advise him to do something different. Governments worldwide often confiscate Bitcoin and other digital assets from criminals, and they hold occasional auctions to sell their confiscated crypto holdings. This is crazy. United States government has done the same thing. Sold a significant chunk of the Bitcoin seized from infamous dark web marketplace Silk Road. Remember I said it sounded like what US did. Tim Draper, an American businessman and advocate, bought Silk Road back in 2014. Road Bitcoin in 2014 at an auction organized by US Marshals. They're going to wish they didn't do that. And then this one, German law enforcement transfers 425 million. Yeah. So it's the same information. And the last one up, we got stable coins to make up 10% of the money in the next decade or so. Wow, wait a minute. Hold up. Let's connect the dots here. We have Uphold, Kraken, Binance following the new rules in Europe to delist stablecoins. Yet, in the next decade, it's predicted that stablecoins is going to make up 10% of all the money in the world. Do you know how much that is? Circle CEO Jeremy Allaire revealed 4 of the biggest reasons he's more optimistic about crypto and stablecoins than ever before. Really? 4 reasons. It's arguably a bold claim, but Allaire pointed to several factors that could trigger an exponential expansion in stablecoin adoption over the next 10 plus years. Most of the world's largest payments companies are actively using this technology and exploring how to expand their usage as the benefits of public chains and stablecoins become apparent to everyone. The addressable market size is in the billions. Oh, it's bigger than that. And unleashing digital dollars on blockchains can fulfill the promise of banking the unbanked, lowering remittance costs, and allowing seamless cross-border commerce. Unleashing digital dollars? Huh. I'm getting BlackRock in my head right now. Larry Fink. I'm more bullish than I ever have been about crypto. I have been building Circle for over 11 years, and at no time have I been more optimistic than right now. I also believe that the overwhelming majority of people have an extremely narrow and limited understanding of what's unfolding. That's why I do what I do. I figured this out in 2017. My head exploded. If I take myself back when I was a newbie, I was a virgin to crypto. It was new territory. It's like having that first taste of ice cream for the very first time as a kid, or cake, or pizza, and your head explodes. Having sex for the very first time, if it's done right, your head explodes. When I started studying this, I repeat myself saying this over and over for a reason. This is how impactful. When I say I figured out that blockchain technology will disrupt every single industry on the planet, there's no hiding from this. It doesn't matter what you think or what you believe. And the aha moment came. I was in a downtown LA at a building at a private presentation about some Ethereum classic mining rigs that were based out in, I don't know, South Korea somewhere. Mining Max, I think that's what it's called. It was called back then. I had no idea what the hell was going on. I was not crypto educated yet. I was just figuring it out. And when I Had that understanding. It was like maybe a week later, I went to this meeting and I walked outside, and it was middle of the day in downtown LA. And I was looking at all the traffic and I was watching people walking by. And I remember I walked outside, it was bright. I put on my sunglasses, I had a suit on, and I stood there on the steps walking down to the before I walked down the street. And I felt like I was freaking Neo or Morpheus in the Matrix. And I'm looking at all the people walking back and forth, going on with their lives, and they have no idea what is coming. None. And then I realized that the cryptocurrency represents the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. And everybody has an opportunity to get their hand on it. It was then that I knew where I was going with my future. It's got to be in this space one way or another. And I'm an educator already. And that's when I made the decision that I'm gonna figure out how I can educate the folks and make a living off of it. So this is a strong statement. I'm gonna have to copy this. Yeah, I want to save this. I will be, oh, that's a web file, so I'll have to screenshot it. Yeah, get out of this. All right. What does it look like when 10% of global economic money is stable coins, and when credit intermediation moves from fractional reserve lending to on-chain credit markets? This is achievable over the next 10 plus years. Savings, money market, and checking accounts make up about $26.4 trillion, 25 trillion, 23.6 trillion respectively, while the remaining 5 trillion comes from mints. So if we add this up, 26.4, 25, 23.6, 5, that's 80 trillion. 10% of that is 8 trillion. The crypto market cap right now is at 2.4 trillion. The stable coins represent, the top two is Tether at 112 billion, USDC at 32 billion. So the top stable coins don't even make up 250 billion. We're talking 8 trillion. And if that's just the stable coins, what do you think Bitcoin and the whole crypto market amount's going to be? We are still in the sandbox in this space. The real money ain't here yet. And that's why BlackRock is getting themselves positioned. For Alaire's prediction to come true by 2034, the stablecoin market would need to grow at least at a compounded growth rate at 47.7% per year. Though the estimate doesn't factor in the growth of the $80 trillion money market. Look at that, 80 trillion. What did I? Oh yeah, I came up with that too. 80 trillion money market. USD coin is issued by Alaire Circle, has a 32.8 billion market cap, and his is the only coin that is not being delisted in Europe. Are you connecting the dots? That's what Crypto Talk is all about. And my time is up, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to run. So next thing that's happening is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I'm doing the Get Fit Mining presentation. Next Crypto Talk will be a public Crypto Talk on Saturday. Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. No, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that's the point. The countdown is on. July 1st, we will be unveiling what the new ILCA is going to look like moving forward. We are going to be a lot more structured than we have been before. We're going to be operating a certain way. We're going to be having a lot of content available for you guys. We have our tiers set up. You're gonna see all of this on July 1st, but we are still running the promo right now. You can get your hands on all 10 courses, 150 videos for $500, 80% off. using our special promo code. Go to ivyleecrypto.info. ivyleecrypto.info. As far as the affiliate right now, go to ilcaaffiliates.com and register. If you have any questions on that side, shoot Miss Marnita Casa a message, and she will give you instructions on what to do next, what's going to happen, especially with you when you get your emails. So with that, thank you guys for being here. Also, oh yeah, the affiliate side, we're coming to the end of the month. You need to make some extra money. You get $100 per sale. As you see from the news, everybody needs crypto education right now. It's not a matter of being a convenience or a comfort or a hobby. This is a necessity now, what we're getting into. And you guys are perfectly positioned and in place to take full advantage of it. This is going to be the summer of crypto. Well, especially my attention. All about ILCA. So with that, take care, everybody. I'll see you guys tonight. Well, those of you in Get Fit Mining. Brandon Ivey out. Bye-bye.